you know, a little insert. You know, you gotta play with it a little bit.
See the cows?
That cow weighs less than I do.
Warn me.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Come on, nails. Oh, my ADD is firing all cylinders, just like this 911, baby. Woo, woo. Come on, now. This is awesome. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My girlfriend is freaking out in the passenger seat, seeing how I can multitask all these things, drive, sightsee, hit the curbs, hit the gas, hit everything, and she's really scared. Drive time.
Feeling the curves.
Oh, curves. I haven't really tested it, to be honest.
You sure about that?
Because
You sure
my
about
passenger's a
that?
little scared, so I gotta take it easy. This is just a little cruising ride, but man, God, it feels so good on the curves. I wish I could push it a little bit, but man, she wants to come alive. Look at the deer right there. Yeah, it's so pretty, man. Oh my God, you hear that? You guys hear that turbo boost? That's the first time I heard that blow-off valve go off like that. That's crazy. You can't hear that in any other Porsche, but with the top down, listen to this again. Oh my God.
Nice.
That is insane. Oh, a little stretch here. Oh my God. Yeah. Can you turn that camera?
No, thank you.
Oh my gosh, she's so scared. All right, run the little blip here. Oh my God. I never noticed that before driving this car. But now with the top down, you got a little cane, so you hear a little blow off valve. The spool. Oh my God. Listen. Oh, I'm hoping to God that shows up on camera. Because that sound. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. That was gorgeous.
Okay, that's good. You can do that when you're by yourself. Okay?
You're recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was not even going fast, just a little touch. God, it's so pretty out here, man. Listen, if you were questioning what kind of car you should get, I'm telling you, hands down, I've just driven the Corvettes, the Audis, the Lambos, the Huracan, to be honest, but nothing has given me this much excitement and like ear-to-ear smiles. No other car has done what the 911 has done for me. This car checks all the boxes. I'm comfortable. Look how much space I have in here. This is don't judge me on my legs. I know I gotta trim these hairs. Okay, I can braid these, but look how much room I have here. As a big guy, phenomenal. Like there's so much room here, like headroom. I'm in the Audi R8. I was like this. My head was above the windshield. It was nuts. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, how do you not? Oh, sorry. But I will tell you, your passengers might be a little car sick, you know, just because this car, they say, oh, the Porsche 911s are like rides on rails. They are not lying. You feel like you hit curves and you're just gonna stick it. Like, yeah, you have to be cautious with your speed, but you don't have that sense that you're gonna lose control at any time, which is crazy. Like I just feel like I take corners and I'm just good. I'm all right. You gotta, check your gas and stuff. Make sure you don't want to shift the weight completely forward and you lose it. But this car just sits in its rear, man. It's just, there's no car out there that makes you feel confident while having speed and the agility that you have with this 911. No other car makes you as confident driving, whether you're a rookie or a pro. There's no other car out there that makes your confidence like, oh, I'm in control here, not just the car, but the car is like, you know, I kind of got this to myself. You know what I mean? But man, I'm in the middle of nowhere in Napa, and I don't want to be anywhere else. Looks like Mars out here. It's dry. These curves, man. Some of the roads are a little rough, but man, no car handles these roads or any road like the 911 does. I was never like a big fan of like, oh, I'm diehard Porsche, that's all I know. To be honest, test driving for that weekend, that Porsche, it was a Carrera S, so it wasn't like a crazy model. That won me over beyond any other car that I've driven. And I don't care, you can smash me up in the comments, but man, I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is awesome. There's no one around. Oh, it's just you in the car. And the camera lady. She's scared, but man, I want to rip it so bad. In the morning, I'm going to come out. We're going to take some more roads. Maybe a little smoother.
By yourself.
By myself, yeah, because she's petrified right now. And the roads aren't the smoothest, so. And I'll tell you what. They talk about the GTS being, oh, it's a softer ride. Then again, I'm in sport. It's a softer ride compared to like the GT3 and the Carrera base models. Yeah, the Carrera base models are going to be a little smoother and bouncy, but the GTS is pretty firm. I'm not going to lie. Even in normal road, let me put it in normal now and see what happens. But it's still stiffer. Like maybe a smidge bouncy, like a little bit more of a cushion to the bumps. But hear how quiet this car is in normal mode. You can go on a cruise. You don't have that weird drone. And how am I in 5th gear? I'm going with 27 miles an hour. How am I in 5th gear? This thing preserves fuel like you wouldn't believe. I don't get it. Wait, it's in 6th. How am I in 6th right now at 27 miles an hour? Is this even normal? I feel like I'm on electric mode at this rate. The car's like barely any sound. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? Tell me that's not insane. I'm not pushing it. I'm just going 27 cruising. If I give it a little gas, it goes down a little bit. But it knows, like, okay, no, we're not doing anything now. We're just kind of cruising around. And the car, like, makes up for whatever you're doing. It knows what you want to do when you want to do it. And if you want to pass somebody, you just hit this magic button right here. That will give you the boost to the moon, man. I hit this once. I wasn't supposed to, because, you know, as you can see, I'm only at 600, so about to hit 700 miles. I wasn't supposed to do it, but man, when I did it, that thing sent me to the moon. This car, the only thing that I kind of have a hard time with is replicating the pops and bangs. There's some days and it's like, bam, pop, bam. Kind of like this road right now, but I have to be honest, this is pretty smooth for normal mode. When you want to see someone doing a car review, they're like, oh, this car is really smooth. This car is really is firm, is stiff. The ride is, you know, aggressive. Don't always listen to their words. Watch their shoulders. If their shoulders are bouncing around, you know they're having a rough ride. When they're just kind of coasting, their shoulders are stiff and there's not much bouncing around, then you know it's more of a softer ride. But the GTS has a stiffer ride, but in normal mode, you can kind of sense the difference when you're not as stiff. There's a little bit more of a play to the suspension. In sport mode or sport plus, you can feel a wad of gum on the road. You can feel a twig, you can feel anything. You feel little cracks in the road, you're gonna feel it. But it's not like an uncomfortable feeling, you just know it's there. Like, it doesn't like whip you around. I feel like, I've never driven the GT3, but I see everybody driving it and they're like, pop, pop, pop. Oh, I really love the bucket seats, you're really attached to the frame. These guys were absolutely out of their mind. How do you not get nauseous in that thing? But I don't, on a normal road, maybe on a racetrack, yeah, it's phenomenal. You want to be cemented into the car. But on an everyday, daily driver, I'm really happy with buying this GTS. This GTS nails it on the head. When you want to zip through the road, you want to hit the highway, you want to hit the back roads, you want to hit the valleys, you want to hit some turns, blast. But if you just want to get groceries, it makes going to get groceries a hell of a time too. This car is phenomenal. Hands down, the best. Oh, now the road's getting a little better. I don't know what this is, but hopefully it's not private property. But If it is, they did a good job with their road. Look how quiet this car is. It feels like I'm in electric mode. I'm in normal right now. Let me go into sport and see if you can hear a little adjustment. A little growl on the exhaust, but you really only hear the exhaust if you punch it. I'll punch it tomorrow, but right now I gotta take it easy because my girl's really nervous and stuff, and she's never been on this road. I've never been on this road, but she's freaked out, so we're gonna take it easy. But man, look how beautiful! Just going on a cruise. You can really hear the spools, though. It's crazy.
See the cows?
That cow weighs less than I do. That's another thing I don't get. Like, oh, you make sure you get the lightweight package. But like, half the guys driving these cars are overweight. Like, if you should be worrying about reserving weight, how about you lose your own weight before you start chopping pieces off the car and only getting carbon fiber for everything? It makes no sense to me. Man, this is beautiful, man. I have no idea where I am, but this is nice. I feel like I'm like the only human on Earth right now. There's nobody around. There's nature, there's cows, but man, the blow-off valve is crazy. I've never noticed it driving down the highway or anything. But now just going down like a little country road, you hear the little spool and God, I love that sound. That's crazy because the motor's right there. Behind these seats, not much covering it, but it's not obnoxiously loud. There's no crazy drone in this car. I don't get it. Like a lot of people say, oh, the 911s have these weird drones and it's exhausting. I have not had that experience, not in the least bit. But man, this is pretty. Look at the foliage on the leaves back there, on the grapes. How nice is this? In the middle of nowhere. Look at that on the right. That was close to the edge. Know what they don't talk about? Is the horn on the 911s. It's not like your Italian beep 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 beep. It's like a sturdy like. Oh, this is difficult. Ah! Oh. I'm telling you, if you have depression, get yourself in your car and just go for a ride. And if you have a 911, your depression is cured. There ain't no way that you could be sad driving this car. Ain't no way.
Don't say that.
There's no way. I'm sorry. Like, I was mad earlier, and I am the happiest little shit that you could possibly think. This just feels great. You're embedded in, like, you and the car kind of morph into each other. Like, the seats are planted. This is an 18-way seat. So I have the bolsters hugging. I have the butt portion firmly against my buttocks. And I am not going anywhere in this car. And I've been hitting zigzags after zigzags. And I feel so implanted in this car, like attached to the frame, that you hit any curve, you're not going nowhere. Look at this, man. Now it's a little bit of a straightaway. The bumps are behind us. I'll put that in sport. Got the exhaust valves open a little bit. Look at this guy. This guy is even cruising in a little van. Little Amazon. Get his packages delivered. Get yourself a Porsche, man. You get those packages delivered a little faster. Just a little faster. Oh, this car is phenomenal. The only thing that I have an issue with this car is, one, the wheels get crazy brake dust. Like crazy. It's black. I know. It's flat black. It's matte black, so you're gonna see the brake dust on it no matter what. And the other thing that kind of throws me off is the hood, right? So the hood has the if you swipe it, it opens up the front, right? So whenever you're washing your car and you're just spraying it down, the hood pops open. That happened to me this morning. Every time I go to wash my car and I'm just spraying it down, it releases. Oh, this is gorgeous. Come on, man. Oh, my ADD is firing all cylinders, just like this 911, baby. Woo, woo. Come on, now. This is awesome. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My girlfriend is freaking out in the passenger seat, seeing how I can multitask all these things: drive, sightsee, hit the curves, hit the gas, hit everything. and she's really scared. So I'm gonna take the camcorder. I know, old school words. I'm gonna take the camera out tomorrow morning. We're gonna go for a nice rip. Really hear what this car's all about. Take some more, I'm gonna take a different scenic route that's not really more like off-roading. The one I was just on, it's Atlas Road. If you're in Napa, that road is an off-road type car. I mean, an off-road type road. There's more bumps than pavement. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's paved, but it's bumpy. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for a nice ride, I wouldn't suggest Atlas Road. But I'm telling you. This car, I know I'm all over the place. She's laughing because I'm talking about 20 different things.
We started talking about the things that annoy you about the car.
Yeah, the things that I hate. Back. Yeah. So that's the only two things. Is the wheels. I know, just like get back on script. There's no script. This is YouTube a la carte, which is my cart, and I'm gonna give you whatever I have on my car. So the two things I hate is how much brake dust are on these wheels, and then the hood that latches open whenever you wash the car.
You also don't like that thing.
That's the only two things. One thing I don't like.
The wheel in the middle.
The wheel in the oh, sorry, three things. I like to stick my fingers right here, you know what I mean? I cruise like this, you know, a little insert, you know, you gotta play with it a little bit. So this feels comfortable to me. This feels familiar, you know what I mean? But there's that heated steering wheel button right there, and quite often I accidentally hit that. If we could put that somewhere else where my fingers don't want to go, that would be phenomenal, Porsche. Maybe like a button over here. Look at this. Okay, ADD again. This carbon fiber steering wheel. I used to rag on Hondas and all that stuff with a carbon fiber fake everything or whatever, but this looks pretty, man. And like the carbon fiber detail on this car, it's like 3D. It's like three-dimensional. Like you can look into it and you get lost in it. It's like, oh, look at this weave. The weave is like, it's like if you were on drugs, you would trip on the weave on the 911. The weave is so intricate and it's like deep detail. It's not, it doesn't just look like some fake stuff. It's like, okay, this is some nice weave, you know what I mean? But oh my god, I'm all over the place. She has no idea what I'm talking about. But listen, some of these guys watching this video probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you just look into it, like I was sitting in traffic and just looking at my steering wheel like, man, that's a nice weave. But I'm telling you, get a convertible. You can feel the wind in your hair, and if you're bald, feel it on your scalp. But man, it feels phenomenal. I think we gotta go back to the hotel because we had some greasy food, and I feel like after all these turns, I gotta shit myself.
Are you with me?